All right, we're rolling.
Okay.
Okay, so here we are.
Hey.
Theresa and SuzyReno. So my husband and I are on a little Florida vacation, and we were up in the Panhandle, and so we were like, let's go see Theresa. I mean, I don't know if you can see, it is just pouring rain here right now. So it was going to be a rainy day, and it was kind of be a wash anyway. So I just said, well, let's go see Theresa. So he was like, I'm game. He loves to see the sights. So we just met for lunch at Leatha's Barbecue in Hattiesburg, Mississippi,
where the tables don't match and the chairs don't either.
And it is so good. It like the barbecue. Oh, it just falls off the bone. It's so good. So whenever I'm in Hattiesburg, I'm like, let's meet at Leatha's. Yep. We got to eat at Leatha's. So this was, like I said, just a quick trip up. So Theresa and I decided that we were going to film one another, and we had like questions for each other. So, do you want to like go back and forth?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Okay. So, have you ever broken a bone?
I haven't. And now I feel like now that I said that, I'm just like totally jinxing myself. Like
I've never broken anything either, although I may have broken this finger.
Oh.
I jammed it catching a football in 7th grade.
Okay.
In the yard, in the schoolyard. But
we had a discussion just like last year with my family that none of us has ever broken a bone. And then, I don't know. But,
all right.
Yeah. Now watch
we'll both break bones.
Right. I'm gonna fall and like break my coccyx or something. Okay. Here's my question.
All right.
So you love to sing.
Yes.
If you were to make a debut album, what would the name of your debut album be?
Oh wow. I don't know. That's a good question. I think it would,
That might be the hardest question.
That is a hard question. It might be something funny like, KittenStitcher sings all her hits or something like that, where it's like, she doesn't have any hits. Well, but, not make it like the debut album, make it like greatest hits or Back in the Saddle or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you sing like Sesame Street cover songs? Like,
I don't know. It might just be like a lot of spontaneous, like, what is the best dessert you ever ate?
Oh no, that's so hard. Oh my gosh, best dessert I ever ate. Okay, there's this up in Brainerd, Minnesota, there is a little place called The Barn, and they have made right sandwiches there. Mm-hmm. But they, like, when you walk into that restaurant, they take your pie order first, because they're like pies baking.
Oh wow!
Like homemade pies, and they're like, "Are you gonna want pie?"
And you're like, "Hell yes, I want pie."
That's exactly right. So then, they have a coconut cream that they pull it out of the oven. They're like, okay, here's what we have in the oven. We have coconut cream, we have apple, we have this.
Wow.
And then you're like, coconut cream.
And you get it warm.
Yes. And it's delectable. So that
sounds pretty good.
I have to go with the Barnes coconut cream pie.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
I know that you're a big fan of hero Marvel comic movies and things.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather have the ability to fly or be invisible?
Fly. 100% fly.
Really?
Yep. And I regularly, probably once or twice a year, I dream that I can fly, but it's always a struggle.
Oh, interesting.
So it's not easy.
Okay.
It's where I'm really flapping my arms, and I don't have wings. I just flap my arms and I soar. So I think
that's awesome.
That's easy. Totally easy.
Okay. All right. Good.
Okay. If you were a vegetable, what vegetable would you be?
I almost asked you
Shut
this. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, the first thing that comes to mind.
Vegetable? You really picked vegetable?
I was seriously going to say, if you were a vegetable, what would you be? I would have to say broccoli, just because I love that Dana Carvey song. She's chopping broccoli. Yeah, that one.
Broccoli.
That, yes.
Fish hop. Initially I was going to ask you, what stitch would you be?
Oh, that's so interesting, because I have something similar on my list. We don't know what's on each other's list, by the way. So that's really weird.
So broccoli. All right.
Okay. How many ridges are there on the edge of a quarter?
122.
Oh, that's so close. 118. That's awesome.
I mean, the last time I counted, mine was 122, is all I want to say. you know.
Well, it would be wrong.
No, I don't know.
You would have miscounted.
That was a guess. I did not.
That's excellent. You were so close. Like, you would not have won the showcase because you went over.
Right, I went over.
But,
ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Okay, what is your favorite craft project you ever did? So not necessarily just stitching, but like craft project, your favorite one. And it could be something that you're still working on.
Okay, I think of something that I did when I was like really little. My mom bought a bunch of these like little kits for me when I was probably like 11, 12, 13 or something. And I stitched, this particular one I'm thinking of is like an embroidery project. Mm-hmm. And I did like such a good job. Like I look back on it now and I'm like, I can't believe I did this.
You still have it?
Yeah.
You'll have to show it in your video.
I should. Yeah. I will. I'll put them in my video. Uh-huh. All right. What is your favorite and least favorite specialty stitch?
Okay, favorite specialty stitch, and I think I've said this before, is the four-sided stitch.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I really like the look of Algerian eyes. I just like the rhythm that I can do a four-sided stitch if I have a row of them to do all from the top.
Okay.
And it just is a really cool feeling. I just like the flow of it. Least favorite, I don't like stitching over one.
Okay.
I don't enjoy, it's not enjoyable, but I love the way it looks. So if I have a project that's got some over one, I do it a little at a time.
Okay.
Because it feels a little like punishment.
I agree.
It's especially full cross. I love the way it looks full cross.
Right.
But it's work. Because I'm used to the sewing method and I can't.
I agree.
I don't like the way it looks if I try to use the sewing method with the over one.
Yep, I agree.
But everything's cute over one.
Yeah, it is. So, super cute.
Yep.
Mine, not that you asked, but mine is smeared across. Love doing smeared
crosses are fun.
And I hate queen stitches.
I don't mind a queen stitch.
Oh, they just take too dang long.
Yeah. I have a scarlet letter sample I'm working on where it's got a row of strawberries that they're each about this big. And they're made completely of queen stitches. I don't mind. It's fun.
I see that and I'm like, okay.
Okay. If you could have lunch, not me included, with anybody living or dead, famous or not famous.
Almost asked you this question. That's so funny.
Who would it be? And it can be even somebody fictitious.
Okay.
So like anybody.
Okay, I have always said Laura Ingalls Wilder.
That's a good answer.
Because I have always
like
thought
the
about
actual
this.
Laura Ingalls Wilder.
I think so.
Yeah. Where would you take her to lunch? Like Hooters?
That's so
would
bad.
be the worst.
What would she like what would be something she'd be amazed at? Like
McDonald's or something, maybe.
That was
pizza?
Like so quick.
Because she wouldn't have had pizza probably.
Yeah. Or I imagine like Mongolian barbecue where they take the things, and they whip it up.
Take her to something where they just give you like a helping that's like the American sized. She'd be like, this is food for our whole family and the village and the chickens too.
That's right. The pigs. Well, they'll
she'd be like,
snuff through them.
Yeah. That's a good answer.
Yeah, I've always wanted to like pick Laura Ingalls Wilder.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, my last one. Is there a large or daunting cross-stitch project that you hope to finish in your lifetime?
Yeah, so that sampler with the queen stitch strawberries.
Oh!
It's really big.
Really?
It's really big.
Okay. Do you remember what it's called? It's a scarlet.
It's a scarlet letter reproduction.
Okay.
I can't think of the name of it, but so it's huge. I mean, it's huge. I'm doing it on 36 count cream in a Veriswa silks. I love what's at the bottom. So I just want to get to the bottom.
So you're just
I'm like, oh, come on. And then the thing is, like, there's like a band of something.
Okay.
Like there'll be like some wavy flowers or something.
Sense.
And then there'll be like 4 lines of over one words. And then another band, and then more over one words. And it's lines, multiple lines of over one words on 36 count.
Okay.
And it's beautiful, but it's really big. And I have to get kind of psyched up. I've kind of thought like the last couple.
Take a picture of it, or put it on your video.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. I think I've showed it before, but it's I think it's one of those where if I made a plan where I was like, you know what, the first Thursday of the month, or whatever.
Right.
This is what
Yep.
I work on.
Yep.
I'll take some time to sit down
Yep.
and work on this.
That's
or
cool.
whatever.
Yeah.
How about you?
I've always, I don't own it at all, but I love And They Sinned.
Yeah.
I like that one for some reason, but I almost bought one that was online on eBay. It came with like the fibers
Oh,
and the
wow.
fabric and the pattern, and I was just like, I don't know.
I framed that one for a customer once.
Did you really?
It's
I
big.
it's like almost as
It's like,
tall as
it
me.
is. It was 5 feet. I want to say it was 5 feet or
And
just
I'm
under.
5'1".
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a big sampler.
Wow,
Yeah, it's pretty
that's
big.
amazing. Yeah, so I didn't buy it. I have a lot in my stash and just feel like, yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, the other one is the Prairie Schooler alphabet.
Yeah.
Ah, that
Here's
one
the deal with
calls
that
to
one for me is I've never started the I love seeing when people do it all in one piece. And like have you seen the person who did it
Yeah.
like over one and on silk gauze?
Oh,
and
I haven't seen that one. I've
Oh.
seen Marcy
Marcy.
Thiessen. You know, from Midwest Cross Just
Right.
Retreat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had hers there.
Yes, that's right. That's
and I
right.
think she's up to like I.
I don't like the eye. That's the thing. I don't like the eye.
Oh, really?
Not as pretty as the other ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there might have been one other square too that the calico cat at the end is
Yeah.
kind of
Weird.
splotchy and not
Okay.
in a.
I can see
In a
that.
way
That
you
one's
can't.
I can picture it.
But I suppose I could just like.
Make it
I suppose yeah.
one of yours. You could change the color.
Just
You are a designer.
We could just pretend the eye doesn't like. Oh no, they didn't. So in the early 2000s, sometimes the eye was just left completely out. We don't know why. Mainly
You
in the
could-
south part
you
of the
could
United States.
Change it to ice cream, igloo,
Right.
icicle.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Ichabod Crane.
Oh, I like it.
Itch.
Itch. Like a back scratcher with some maybe foot powder. That'd be awesome. Some bacitracin or Benadryl. That'd be good. I like it. Itch.
I could see
All
how
right.
many times I could work that in. Like M could be measles, and G would be Gold Bond powder, and R could be rash. C would be chicken
All
pox.
right, let's do an alternative Prairie Schooler alphabet. That would be awesome.
This is the skin irritation sampler.
P, you could have pox.
Yeah, exactly.
Pox or pimple. Either
Yeah.
one. The dermatology sampler. I like it. I like it. Well, that's about it. We
That's
just
it.
wanted to do like our little Q&A. And
Yeah, Q&A. And so hello and goodbye. And I can guarantee you your lunch was not as delicious as ours. Whatever you ate, I don't care what you ate.
That's for sure.
It wasn't as good.
Leatha's, that's where it's at.
Where you sit on a metal chair, but
Yeah.
you can eat dang good food.
That's right. It's like a church basement in there.
Yeah, it is.
And it's so good.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Leatha's, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Bye, guys.
Bye!